Chasing a dream on a bright new day.
Good morning, everybody. It's October the 18th. Of course, this is Bridge Day here in West Virginia. But I'm headed over to meet Jared on the hunting lease. This will be our first time out bow hunting. Of course, this is also the youth and senior hunt day as well, so we got to have blaze orange. But, you know, bow season opened up the last Saturday in September. It was just too hot. And Jared and I decided we're going to stick with the old traditional opening day of bow season, which would be today. I think it's the third Saturday in October. So I'm headed over there now. Stay tuned. Hopefully we have some excitement. We haven't been on the lease since the end of turkey season. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to be kind of hunting old school. We're going to go to our tree stands. We don't have any feeders out. No mineral, no nothing. Be like the days before we ever thought of using a feeder or putting mineral out. So you just stay with us. We'll see what happens.
Hello everybody. Me and Dad are out on our first hunt this year. It's October 18th. It's Bridge Day. We didn't try to come in here in the dark. We waited till it got a little bit light and walked in. We hadn't pressured this area much. We hadn't been in here. We haven't baited at all this year. The feeder's still hanging, but we didn't use it at all. We found a few scrapes already on the way in. The squirrels are extremely active today. I should have brought the shotgun and went squirrel hunting. That's what I should have done. But see what we can see today. I haven't had luck in this spot the past few years. Even with baiting, I didn't have luck here. The mass hit so good this year that even if you had bait, they would only probably come to it at nighttime. So I'm gonna get quiet, look around. I think I see one. Yep, I see two. leaves. I lost where they went. All right, I'm gonna be quiet.
Good morning, everybody. I waited until it was light enough to actually shoot some film. Been over here since about 6:30. Got in just a little bit before 7. I've jumped one doe coming in. Like I told you in the opening video, we're kind of old school. Yes, this is my tree stand from last year and the year before last. The feeder's still hung up down there, but it's empty. No battery in it. We didn't put out any mineral over here. Didn't fill the feeders, and of course the trees are full, just full of acorns, hickory. I've already seen three, 4 squirrels. But that doe, I was just almost here, and I heard her blow, and then I seen her. She was a little bit below where my feeder's at, and I could tell it was it could have been a spike, but wasn't no rack buck, so it was a doe or a button buck or a spike, and she ran off down into this hollow. Jared's already seen 2. Like I said, today is October the 18th. It's West Virginia Bridge Day. It's also the youth senior hunt, doe only. I don't have my blaze orange now because I'm in the tree, but I have blaze orange in my backpack that I wore in. So now it's just a waiting game. Probably only going to hunt maybe half a day because it's supposed to get up in the, I believe in the 70s, mid 70s. Might come back in for an evening hunt, but I'm not going to promise anything. Since the DNR has screwed up the limits, or you can only, 2 buck limit, it's kind of ruined bow hunting because for me and Jared, all you can shoot's a doe because we buy our extra buck tag. So when we're at deer camp, if one of us gets a deer, we're not sitting at camp and letting the other one go hunt by themselves. So we always have, an extra buck stamp. So we're only allowed 2 bucks for bow hunting. It's just doe only for us. And if I shoot a doe, it's going to have to be a big, fat doe. Big, mature. So, just want to give you an update. We're here. I hear squirrels running around on the ground up the trees. We're here. We're going to give it our best. So, just stay around. We'll see what happens. good 15, 18 minutes of activity right here. I had a little one. It's gone now. It was back over that way. Come run down from a tree stand. Went over here to my left. And just stood there, kept watching back up through there. I thought maybe another hunter had come in. Because I know one guy I'm friends with, he parks along the road. He comes up, crosses back behind me. I thought, well, maybe he's coming in and he jumped him. Or jumped that one. Then in a little bit, I heard something to my right. I looked over there. That one was still standing over here. It was a little one. Still had an orange coat. I seen a big doe coming real easy, slow. And then behind it was another deer. Couldn't make it out. Finally, they come all the way down through here and come around in front of my tree stand, ate around. That little one come over here. They really didn't get with them. I thought it was a doe with two fawns. But, and the big doe and the one that was with it, which might have been a yearling. I don't know if it was this year's fawn or last year's. They both had gray coats. They meandered around in front of me. You've seen the video. Went that way, but the little orange one, it had come up close to them, but wouldn't go with them. Kind of stayed away from them, stayed over here on this side, and then they went on towards our four-wheeler trail that we don't use anymore, and then went up, or that little one, it was smaller than them two, went up the hill, just went over on the other side. Now it's gone, and them two are gone. But like I said, for 15 to 18 minutes, maybe even 20, they were just meandering around right in here. I could have took that big doe, but this is my first day out. I'm not really all that anxious. I just enjoy being out here in the woods, being with Jared. And I don't want to shoot one right now and just say, text him, say, hey, I got one. And start dragging it, because he'll come out of his stand, come help me. Now, I don't want him doing that. I still have some deer meat, but I think he is out of deer meat, so I don't want to ruin his chances of getting some. But again, this is our first day out. This is our opening day of bow season. I mean, I can't remember how long ago. 14 years ago, 12 years ago. I can't remember when they changed the opening day from the third Saturday in October to the last Saturday of September. But pretty much we all know why they did it. And that's because they ended up putting you already had the youth and senior hunt. I see them. They're way over there. I still see them. Sun's shining on them. Too far for a bow shot, but I still see them. They're working their way out the four-wheeler trail. You had the youth and senior hunt in October, but they split up the doe season. Doe season used to be 1 week, and it was the week after rifle season, and then they split it. So there's like, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 doe hunts. And of course it's a class N hunt. It's not the youth senior, it's a class N hunt. but they ended up putting it in October. And I believe to appease the bow hunters, they decided we'll open the season early so the bow hunters can get out and enjoy bow hunting before the youth senior hunt happens and before the first doe hunt happens. So that's the reason why, like I said, today we have to wear blaze orange, and I can't remember if the doe season is next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, or if it's the week after, because with the Sunday hunting now, I think it's a 4-day hunt, and you have to wear blaze orange if you're bow hunting. Like I said, my blaze orange is in the backpack. I wore it in. I'm in the tree stand, so I took it off. And if I'd had it on, that doe would have busted me. She was probably 20 yards from me. Good bow shot. I know some people are going to say, you're talking too much. You're talking too much. You're supposed to be hunting. But I'm giving you an update. It's 5 after 9 right now. Been in the stand quite a while. Had that one this morning blow, and I saw it. Had these 3 just now. I like it. I'm having fun. That's what hunting's all about. Having fun. So I'll report back later.
My bow's hanging behind me and I couldn't get to it. I don't know why they ran over there for. I don't have my camera arm set up, so I was doing the video and holding my phone that I'm videoing with. And it would have just been too much movement to put my phone down to get my bow. So I just videoed them.
It's about 10:30, and Jared just sent me a text that he had a doe and a fawn come in on him, and I'm thinking it's probably the same doe and fawn yearling that come through here, and I had that orange looking, and you could tell it was this year's fawn, but it didn't go with them two. It went back that way. So I'm thinking I seen that doe and that yearling fawn, whatever, both of them with gray coats. They went out the four-wheeler trail that way, and they may have went up on the side of the knoll and worked their way back around towards Jared. But he seen two, and he got some footage on him, so you've probably already seen it by now. I've seen, if I'd have been sitting here, if I wanted to hunt with my 22 that I have, I'd already have 3 to 4 squirrels already. The wind's starting to pick up. You can probably see the leaves behind me. And like I said, we're probably staying here till about 11:30. Probably by noon go out. Temperatures are great right now. I don't know. I'll check and see. So I'll see what the temperature is right now. I know it's supposed to get up into the mid-upper 70s, but I think that's this afternoon. It's saying right now it's 57 degrees. They say the real feel's 64, but I don't think so in this breeze. But it's great getting out here again after a year. And yeah, I know we've done missed 2 weekends, maybe 3 weekends. It opened the last Saturday in September, and here we are the 3rd Saturday, so we've missed 3rd Saturday in October, so we've missed 3 weekends, and it's just too hot. If you're an old hunter like me, and I ain't gonna call Jared old, but when I started him, we were used to squirrel hunting the Saturday before Columbus Day, and then bow hunting I think the Saturday after Columbus Day. So I keep saying the 3rd weekend in October. It might have been the 2nd weekend in October. It was the Saturday after Columbus Day when bow season opened. And you had the colors, you had leaves falling, acorns falling. Jared and I wish the DNR would go back to the way it used to be. A lot of leaves falling. When we get back to hunting, just give you an update. Like I said, you've already seen the video because Jared said he shot some video. He had the doe and fawn come in. So we'll see you in a bit.
Small little buck right there. I did some rattling and he run right in here. But he caught wind of the does that just went down that way. And instead of coming towards me, he started winding down that way and he went that way. Boy, it's been an exciting morning so far. I think he was a spike, maybe a small little 3 or 4 point. He wasn't real big. I couldn't zoom in because I'm holding my bow in my other hand. I almost didn't get the camera up in time. He come running in so fast.
Well, I haven't seen nothing else. I'm gonna go down and check my camera. It's going on 12 o'clock. Jared did have a small buck come in. He said in his text message to me, he said he rattled and grunted and got it to come in. So he'd come in from the way we walked in. But that's all he's seen. That doe and the little one, and that buck, small buck. And I seen a total of 4. The one I seen this morning as I was getting into my stand, just at light. And then the little one that come running through here stopped, and I got video of it standing there. And then came the big doe with, I called it a yearling, but it might have been another fawn. This year's. But I noticed, like I said, the doe and that one had gray coats. The first one that come out, it had the orange coat. So it might, I don't know where its mama was at, because it didn't follow them two when they left. It went back the way it come from. So I don't know if it's missing its mama or what. But man, it's been great to be out here in the woods, I'm telling you. And this is God's creation. And we've had a breeze, I guess the thermals, but the breeze has been coming up to my face. So behind me, yeah, something might wind me, but they were coming up. And the way my stand's situated, that's the way I wanted it to happen. But that light breeze, we've had just a shower of leaves and nuts, and I didn't realize I'm in a hickory tree, and there's been hickory nuts falling. So I haven't been hit. My bow got hit twice, but like I said, I'm gonna get down, check my camera. I haven't checked that camera since the end of turkey season. I'm sure the batteries are dead. I doubt the SD card is filled up, because we didn't, like I said, no baiting. The feeders are hanging, but they haven't been filled since just before rifle season last year. And no salt block, mineral of any type have been put out. This was just natural movement coming through here. And like I said, back to the way we used to hunt. I mean, before, I'm trying to think when it was. I know Jared started bow hunting, but we never fed, we never used mineral, and then he started using salt. Next thing you know, it grew into, okay, let's get a feeder. We started doing feeders. So we're kind of back to the way we used to hunt, other than the way we used to hunt. We didn't stay in a spot more than a couple hours, and then we'd move to another spot. Now we're locked into tree stands. We don't even use our climbing stands anymore. We've got ladder stands up, but I've got 3, and it's roughly 400 acres of 8,000 acre lease we've got. I've got 3 in this 400 acre piece, and Jared's got 3. So we can choose to hunt from one or another. If the wind's wrong in this one, we can go to another one we have somewhere else. Because I've got one over this way that's probably 150 yards that way. And my other one is a good 250, 300 yards that way. So Jared's is, I know he's got one out here. It's probably 200 yards from me. Then the one he's in right now is probably about 250 that way. Then he's got another one that's probably 250, 300 yards on out that way. So we have different stands we can hunt depending on the wind or whatever. So appreciate you watching. Let me go down here and check my camera. I might just pull it and we'll get back to you when we get back to the truck. Okay, I just pulled my camera. It still had battery charges. In fact, it looked like it had 3/4 charge, but I went ahead and pulled it. I'm gonna bring it out. And I'm headed to Jared now. I texted him. And we're gonna go out and get some lunch and decide what we're gonna do. It's supposed to be up near 78 by 3 o'clock. So I don't know if we're gonna hunt this evening or what, but we'll figure it out on our way out and go from there, see what happens. The excitement was this morning seeing those deer and being able to get it on video. You know, Jared had Doe and a little one come in. He got some video of them, and then he grunted and rattled and got that small buck to come in. He said he got some video of it. He didn't get a lot. So, like I said, I'm headed his way. We'll see where we're going to go for lunch. Might get some, and I know West Virginia Chad will like this, might get some J&J hot dogs. Or I might get something else. I just have to see what Jared's interested in right now. So, you just stay with me as I walk by. Ooh, look at here. Look at there. Right there's a scrape. Got your licking branch. I didn't even see that when I walked in. Of course, I went in up there above this log, but I didn't see this. That makes about 4 scrapes I've seen. Me and Jared seen 2 coming out to his stand. I left his stand, headed my way. I've seen another one, and then there's that one. So that makes, you know, some promising situations right there. But again, we really don't want to shoot a buck during bow season. We want to save our, you know, we're only allowed 2 bucks. We want to save that till rifle season. So we got choices we got to make. So I'll be back after I hook up with Jared. So he come from out that way.
Well, just after you left me this morning, I'd say about the time that one blew at you, if I didn't hear. I had 2 go across the point down there. And they crossed and went up in there. I don't know where they went. They were on that lower side. And then the squirrels were going nuts in there.
Oh yeah.
And they all started barking over there. Well, no, first they started barking over here. First they started barking over here. And then a mama and a little one somehow had snuck in behind me.
That's the two that come from my spot.
And they come down through here. And they went like they were going to go to the feeder. And then they circled and they got over in here. And the little one, for whatever reason, spooked and ran that way. Well, the mommy just stood there. Then she turns and she runs that way, and I thought, well, they're gone. And I did some calls, and I heard grunting from right back here towards the scrape. And I thought, when that little one run off, it was grunting. I bet it's the little one over there grunting. Well, I'm watching, a little bit of time goes by, and I look. The mommy and the little one they were right there. And she come up, walked right up to this opening, past all these briars.
Yeah.
And then she walked up right here and went behind me. The little one walks up. She comes back down and walks right here. In the video, you can see my knee. Video in it. And they turn and they walk back down this way. And they get a good ways out there. And they're feeding. Little one spooked again. Wind's blowing in my face. Little one spooked again and ran that way. Straight over the point. She went with it. I was like, what in the world did they run for? They knew I was here. They'd already looked at me.
Yeah.
Well, I did some more calls. And from right up there, I heard not a blow. What is that? And then I heard. And I was like, that's a deer grunt. I grunted again. Did some rattling. It come barreling around through that stuff. I come down through here. Got probably about where we put my salt block on that log.
Yeah.
In there somewhere. And he stops and he's looking and he's winding. And he runs over the point.
How many points?
I think he was a spike or maybe a little 3-point.
Okay, I know you said it was a young one.
But I couldn't get my camera out and get on him until he was already down there.
Yeah.
I couldn't zoom real good because I was like this. He goes down over the point. And it sounds like he's fighting. You hear clanking.
Yeah.
Unless it wasn't him running through stuff. It was clanking. And if there was another one, he never came up this way.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, we seen the two scrapes walking in. I left
and
you.
then there was like 3 right here. There's 2 up there by Alvin's spot, and then there's like 3 right here.
Well, I call that one under that one tree. But when I left here and got to that place where that buck's always made, there's a scrape there. Not quite as big, but it's there. And then when I just come out of my tree stand, when I got over on the 4-wheeler trail, I was right there. You know that log we always sat on? I went up past its root ball up to that bank and went up to my tree stand. When I come off, I come down the four-wheeler trail, hit the four-wheeler trail, and started walking back up this way. Right at the end of that log, there's a scrape that big around.
That's where nobody's been walking in and out of.
Yeah. And there's a licking branch there and everything.
What am I calling it?
You're wrapped around your...
How's that?
Well, folks, it is now 20 after 12. We're out. The bugs are terrible. The heat has started picking up.
Yeah.
And
my outfit was freaking insulated.
we're gonna go get something to eat. And like I said earlier in the last video, it's supposed to get up about 78 this afternoon. So probably no evening hunt. So we're getting ready to leave here.
Man, these gnats.
And just appreciate you watching. We had some fun. We had some excitement.
I seen 5 deer, which by this point in the video you've already seen. I seen 5 deer. 2 this morning after getting in there, and then 2 a little while after that. Then I seen those 2 again, and then that buck come through.
And it was just a young buck.
Yeah, it looked to be like a spike, or maybe a little 3-point, a little 4-point. If he was a 4, I mean, he didn't look like he had beams.
Right.
He just probably had points. And
well, I know I seen a total of 4. One when I was getting into the stand, it blew, and then it run off down towards your old stand. And then a little bit later, I had that little one come through, stopped to my left, and then here come a big doe with another little one behind it. And I've got the video of that, so you all have seen that. But it was just good being out in the woods. It was a nice, cool morning.
And the bugs weren't out.
And the bugs wasn't out. They are now.
Yeah, so
but appreciate you watching. And as always, see you in the woods. Thanks for watching.